In this video, I'm going to show you how to set your own custom styles. So with Google Documents, the styles that are preset, they're kind of boring. And what I've done here is I just created a new document. I named it Default Styles. And on it, I just typed out title, subtitle, and I applied the style from the drop-down menu list. So you can see they're kind of boring, uninteresting. Maybe I want to have a style sheet that's got a little bit more flair. So we can set that up. And I just keep this document in my drive just so I can refer back to it to see what the default styles look like. And I recommend you create a new document called My Styles, and then just type out title, subtitle, heading 1, heading 2. And your next step then is to format each of your headings so that it looks like what you want it to look like every time you use that particular style. So anytime I use the style title, I want my title to be using the font Oxygen. Maybe I want to have it set as a font of 24. I want it to be bolded. I want it to be centered. And perhaps I want my subtitles to be also using Oxygen, and I want them to be, let's say, 24, and maybe I want them to be italicized, and I want it to use italics, and I'm going to center that. Well, that's a little big, so we'll make it smaller. We'll do 14. Okay, so now I've got my headings. Maybe I want my headings to be pretty big and bold and a different font type. So maybe I'll use Georgia, and maybe I want them to be 14 and bolded. And maybe I want my heading 2s to look a little bit different. I'll use the same font type. Maybe I want them to be just a size a little bit smaller, size 13. Maybe I want them bolded. Maybe I want my heading 3s. Maybe I want them to have a little bit of color, so I can also do that as well. Maybe I want that to be the same size, but I want it to be blue. Okay, so I can continue on down this list. Maybe I want my default text, so this is a common one that you might want to use. Even if you're not going to use the other styles, you might want to set your normal text so that you can change your font. So our normal text right now is set to Arial 11. Maybe I want to always use Oxygen and maybe font size of 10, and maybe I want to use just a little bit lighter than black as my font color. Okay, so I've got all of my styles set here. And now that the styles are set, I just have a couple of more steps. So I'm going to click on Title. I'm going to go up to my Style button. And if I click on Title, see there's a little arrow next to that. I'm going to click that. And I want to click on Update Title to Match. And I need to do that for each one of these. So my subtitle, click on the arrow, Update Subtitle to Match. And normal text. And once I've updated each of my styles, then I need to come back up here. I'm going to use Format, Paragraph Styles, and scroll down to Options. And we're going to go with Save as my default styles. And up here we get an alert saying our styles have been saved. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to my drive and I'm going to create a new document. I'll just call this one Test of My Styles. Once we have our new document made, then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go up to Format, Paragraph Styles, go down to Options, and we're going to say Use my default styles. So now, if I type title, subtitle, heading 1, we should see our new styles appear. And I think we're good to go because look, my default font is Oxygen. It's at the smaller size and it's that off gray, off black. So I'm going to highlight title and apply my custom styles. And we'll try the rest of them just to make sure they all work. And it looks like things are working as they should. We didn't do much different with this heading, did we? Nope. Okay, so everything looks like it is working, and now I have my new default style.